Lion's favor. In ancient times, a flood struck a village far from the city. Thousands of people were swept away by the water. Countless homes were destroyed, and hundreds of people survived the flood but were left with nothing to eat. In that village, there was a poor farmer who had a good friendship with a jeweler. The farmer went to look for the jeweler, and fortunately, the jeweler and his family were safe. When the farmer and his wife reached the jeweler, he also shared his worries. "Oh, my brother, my house survived the flood, but my shop was destroyed, and all my goods and jewelry were lost in the flood. What should we do then?" The farmer asked the jeweler. "I think we should go to the city. We might find some job or work there," suggested the jeweler. "The journey is long and we don't have even transportation," the farmer pointed out. "There are forests on the way," the farmer added thoughtfully. "Don't worry, have courage. God will help us. No one will come to help us here. The king doesn't know the calamity that has befallen us." The jeweler's word gave the farmer courage. The farmer's wife advised, "Brother jeweler, you are right. We should inform the king about our situation and hardship." "All right, we will leave tomorrow morning," the jeweler said. "Our wives and children will stay in the village. My brother is bringing food supplies from another village, so don't worry about that." "Oh yes, brother jeweler, your advice is good," agreed the farmer. They took some necessary supplies and set off towards the city. They would climb a safe tree to rest when evening came and then start their journey again in the morning. Eventually, their food supplies ran out. The jeweler fell ill with a fever and couldn't walk anymore. The farmer laid him down in a safe spot behind some trees, lit a fire around them to keep wild animals away, and went searching for wild fruits. After walking a bit, the farmer encountered a lion writhing in pain. Seeing the lion, the farmer was terrified, but the lion spoke to him. "Brother, I won't harm you. Please help me, and God will bless you." The farmer was even more frightened to hear this lion speaking in human language. The lion continued, "Brother, don't be afraid of me. I prayed to God to grant me the ability to speak for a while." Gaining courage, the farmer asked, "What help do you need?" "Brother, a large thorn has pierced my hind paw. The pain is unbearable. For God's sake, remove the thorn and save me, or a hunter might come and take advantage of my weakness and capture me," the lion pleaded. "I can remove the thorn, but how can I trust that you won't eat me?" The farmer expressed his concern. The lion humbly promised, "I swear I won't harm you." Who harms their benefactor? That happens only among humans. Summoning his courage, the farmer removed the deeply embedded thorn from the lion's paw, cleaned the wound, and bandaged it with a torn piece of cloth. The lion thanked him and saying, "Noble human, how can I repay your kindness? Come with me." The farmer walked with the lion and said, "Brother lion, I have another companion sick and weak in the forest. He is hungry too. Can you show me a tree with wild fruits, please, so he can eat it?" The lion replied, "Noble human, your friend is my friend too. Recently, 2 hunters came to hunt me and my mate. We killed them, and their food supplies are intact. Come, take those supplies. Then I'll show you a rare herb whose leaves, when ground and given to the sick, will make them healthy in a day or two, by God's will." The lion took the farmer to a tree, under which the food supplies were kept, and said, "Nobleman, take these supplies." The farmer gathered the supplies, carried them on his shoulder, and followed the lion. After a while, the lion showed him some small plants and said, "This plant heals every illness by God's command." The poor man quickly picked some plants and put them in his bundle. The lion advised, "Crush these leaves and give them to your friend with water. He'll be fine in a short time." The farmer thanked the lion and said, "Good lion, thank you very much. Now I must go. My friend must be waiting for me." The lion replied, "Brother, don't be in such a hurry. Let me help you more. A prince came hunting in this forest with his companions. A leopard and a bear attacked them. Some escaped, but the prince and one companion were killed. The leopard and bear started eating their bodies. I scared them away and brought the prince's pearl necklace to my cave. You can take them and give them to the king. Maybe the king is mourning his prince." The lion took the farmer to his cave, showed him the hidden necklace, and said, "Take these, do whatever you want with them, but it's better to inform the king so you can get a greater reward." The farmer thanked the lion and returned to his friend. He gave the jeweler the crushed herb with water, and the jeweler's fever subsided, making him healthy again. When the farmer told him everything and showed the prince valuable necklaces, greed filled the jeweler's heart, and he started planning to steal the jewels. With their food supplies replenished, they resumed their journey to the city. They joined a caravan on the way and reached a traveler's lodge near the city. The jeweler, driven by greed, stole the jewels and fled to his home. Meanwhile, the queen had fallen ill due to grief over her son's death. Teetering between life and death, the king had announced a reward of half the kingdom to anyone who could cure her. The queen's condition was worsening despite the efforts of many famous physicians. The farmer reached the king's palace and explained his purpose to the guards, who took him to the king. The king looked him over and said, "Many physicians have come here, and you don't even look like one. How will you cure the queen? We are already in sorrow over the prince's loss." The farmer replied, "May God bless you and the queen. Don't lose hope. Take me to the queen. By God's will, she will start recovering with the first dose." The king took the farmer to the queen. The farmer crushed the herb, mixed it with water, and gave it to the queen. Soon she started to move and opened her eyes. By the next day, she could talk. Everyone, including the king, was amazed. By evening, the queen was completely healthy. The king opened the treasury for the poor and needy people and announced he would give the farmer half of the kingdom. The farmer told the king about the prince's death while hunting and described the events, including the jeweler's betrayal and theft of the prince's valuable necklaces. He also informed the king about the flood and its devastation in the village, seeking his help. Angered by the jeweler's deceit, the king ordered his immediate arrest and set aid to the village. The jeweler was captured at his home and executed. The king declared, "There is no place for the thieves and robbers in our kingdom." The king thanked the farmer and offered him half of the kingdom, but the farmer said, "May God bless you and your kingdom, your majesty, your country needs you." The king was pleased with this response and adopted the farmer as his son, later making him the prime minister.